Right, welcome back. Jacob Akinyemi Johnson, popularly known as JJ Temekadon, is the Chief Creative Officer of the Silverbird Group and Chairman of the Editorial Board of the Silverbird Man of the Year.
Yeah, it's good to have you. JJ is on the show, and I'm so excited doing this. How would you describe the journey of Silverbird Man of the Year and having the 20th edition this year, 2026?
I thought you were going to surprise me with a different question.
Oh, right, I knew, but I mean...
The journey so far has been great. Yeah.
Okay, so when the award started, what was the core vision and how has the vision expanded? Because it's 20 years now, looking back.
Yeah.
And
Can you look back at 20 years?
20
Were you still
years.
running around with your nappy?
No, I was
Anyway.
an adult then.
Oh, you were?
Well,
Okay.
teenager then, thereabouts.
Well, actually, it started as a one award category, and that was Man of the Year itself. Yeah, but since then it has evolved, and I think at some point we had almost 30 recipients. And then we started putting it down again. It was like really getting overbloated. So we have 15 this year. The Man of the Year, at least in the last 10 years or thereabouts, has been pretty much the same. A lot of pomp and pageantry. The difference, of course, are the recipients, the different recipients, year in, year out. But the process basically is the same. The Man of the Year is selected by public voting. And the other categories, the editorial board, which I chair, actually nominates the others. And that's why the Man of the Year stands head and shoulders above the rest.
So looking at this category, the Man of the Year category, it actually sparks reaction, debate, and be like, why did you pick these people? And thank God you said it's based on public vote. But then actually, what defines these recipients beyond popularity, beyond people knowing this figure or this face, what actually defines them?
Well, actually, they're not even defined by popularity because some of them are not very popular, but the things they have done in the preceding year are quite outstanding. So it's not just about popularity or having a nice face. It's about what you had done in the preceding year. Now, don't get me wrong, not 10 years before then, not 5 years before then, but just the preceding year. And I'm saying this because, and it's not for the year after either. I'm saying this because one or two recipients of the past later on at some point in their lives, for whatever reason, changed from being very good to not being very nice, but we can't control that. So basically we're looking at the preceding year only for the Man of the Year. Now the other categories such as Lifetime Achievement Award pretty much explains itself. It's a lifetime achievement thing. An extraordinary achievement could be one achievement, mind you, and it may not be an achievement that spans over a million years. It could actually be an achievement of just 1 month.
Because like, in an era where there's so many awards, there's loads of awards, what sustains the credibility of the Silverbird platform, especially the Man of the Year? Because there's so many awards.
You mean
yes, we do, different from the others.
Well, I don't want to diss anyone or run any other organization that also do what we do. I mean, like give out awards to who they think deserve it. But what I'll just say about ours is just check the names from day one, from Professor Dora Kunili, who was our first Man of the Year. She was a woman though, but she said we were actually tinkering on changing it for her sake then to Woman of the Year, and she said nope, it was Man of the Year, so let's stick to it. And then we stuck to it since then. Now what makes us different is credibility. I mean, just check the list. You'll find out that it's an impeccable list.
All right, we need to take a really quick break and we'll be back in a jiffy. Don't go anywhere. Silverbird today. We'll be right back. Alright, welcome back. Yes, we still have JJ with us in the building. Alright, so just further along the conversation, how does the board balance public sentiments with measurable impacts? Because on one hand, there are people who will have to vote for some of these different categories, and also measurable impact in terms of what they have done across the different sectors that are being picked from.
We're not sentimental about it at all. We just do what we have to, and then have the right people selected based on pedigree, for instance, based on reputation, you know, and other merits. So we're not sentimental at all. Yeah.
Okay. Talking about the selection and the reviewing process, like how rigorous is it? Because rumor has it that some people.
You really want to know how rigorous it is?
That
Okay.
some pay their way to like get their award. Rumor has it, but how rigorous is it? I mean, when it comes to the reviewing and the selective process, considering that we have so many lists of people, so how rigorous is it?
Well, to start with, let me refute that. We do not accept payments for awards. I don't know about others, but we don't, so that's out of the question. And then you said how rigorous?
Yes, the selective and reviewing.
Well, it's
process.
brainstaking because you have to really go through reputations. You have to go through a lot of stuff, publications, check out the news, what these characters, you know, have been up to,
Okay.
and if they're really worth the honors.
All right, just wrapping the conversation as we move to the end of the show. For this year, is there any exceptional extra thing that we should look out for? Maybe a new category, because every year I know that we always add like a new category. Do we have a new category?
Well, we don't have a new one.
Okay.
There's some that we had in the past that we will not have this year.
Okay.
The events of the year really determine some of these other awards that show up every now and then. But what I can tell you that may be different this year is that you, for instance, will be doing a duet on the national anthem with Vera. So will you tell us about that?
Yes, definitely. We're going to be singing. Yes,
I don't know
I did that
about
last year. I did that 2 years ago. So what's changed? The question is for controversy, you know. But I mean, the man of the year has really been exemplary and, of course, changing things. What would you love the brand to stand for in the next 10 years?
The brand.
Yes. I want to say
Well, I want the band to go bigger, more reputable. I'm not saying it's not, but more reputable, bigger.
And okay.
And me, I would say I want more attraction of sponsors, bigger sponsors for Silver Bay Man of the Year.
So when you bring on the sponsors, thank you so much, JJ, for coming through on the
Yeah,
show.
thanks for having me.
All roads lead to Eco Convention Center, March 1st, 2026. And
Yes,
like we always say,
5
20 years of spotlighting impact, shaping the national narrative around leadership and excellence. And if the 2025 edition is anything to go by, the future of recognition in Nigeria is rooted in performance, structure, and legacy. This is where we wrap up the show.
Yes.
Our word of the day.
By Michael Jordan, who says, constraints are the most wonderful things in business because constraints allow you to be innovative.
Yes, that's Michael Jordan. This is where we say our goodbyes. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a beautiful day. And all roads lead to Eco Convention Center, March 1st, 2026 on Sunday. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.